Before getting my hands on this one, I saw a ton of mixed reviews. Some called it a great deal for the price, while others flagged some minor issues. In today's video, I'll break it all down and give you the real scoop. Now let's dive in. If you're thinking about getting this, I've included a discounted link in the description so you can check it out for yourself. Don't miss the chance to grab it at a great price. So, I recently picked up these headphones, and I've been using them for a bit now, and I've got to say, I'm really impressed with them. First off, the build quality is fantastic. They feel premium, especially with the wooden ear cups. They've got a bit of a classic look, but they don't feel bulky or heavy. Everything about them just feels well made and sturdy. When it comes to sound, these headphones really shine. The first thing I noticed is how balanced the sound is. Vocals come through crystal clear, and the high frequencies are super detailed, but there's no harshness or distortion. It's really noticeable when you're listening to things like orchestral music or acoustic guitar. The bass is there, but it's not overpowering. It's just enough to give you a full sound without drowning out the rest of the frequencies. So if you're a fan of a more neutral sound, these are perfect. But if you're really into deep, thumping bass, these might not be the best for you, as they don't give you that punch you might want. One of the things I really appreciate about these is the soundstage. It's wide, and you can really pick out the separation between instruments. It's especially nice when listening to more complex tracks where you want to hear everything distinctly. That said, some people have mentioned that the mid-range could be a bit more forward, especially with side-positioned instruments, so if you're into really rich mids, you might notice that a little bit. Comfort-wise, they're pretty good. They're lightweight, and the ear pads are soft, which makes them comfortable for long listening sessions. The headband, however, is a bit on the tight side. I didn't find it unbearable, but I could see how, over time, it might get a little uncomfortable for some people if you wear them for hours straight. The closed-back design provides decent isolation. It's not the best I've ever heard, but it does the job in most environments. If you're in a noisy space, you're still going to hear some background noise, but it does block out a fair amount. They're definitely not as isolating as some other closed-back models I've tried, but it's more than enough for casual listening. As for the power requirements, these headphones are a little harder to drive than your average pair. I noticed they sound much better when paired with an amplifier, and if you really want to get the most out of them, a balanced cable or a better amp can make a noticeable difference. They do sound good straight out of a phone or laptop, but you'll definitely get more depth and clarity if you've got a more powerful setup. The detachable cable is a great touch. It makes them easier to store and replace if necessary. And the packaging was solid. Everything arrived in great condition, though I did hear a few complaints from people about packaging issues in some shipments, but nothing major. A couple of small downsides to mention. Like I said, the headband can feel a bit tight after long periods of use, and these do require more power to reach their full potential, so you'll want an amp for optimal sound. But honestly, for the price, these are a fantastic value, especially if you can grab them on sale or promotion. They're one of the best options out there for planar magnetic headphones in this price range, and I'd highly recommend them if you're looking for a great all-around listening experience without breaking the bank.